Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nisha Azrin binti Muhammad Azhan. My metric number 195194. Today I'm going to the industrial training presentation. This is my outline presentation. Next, I'll move to the background of Perbadanan Putrajaya. Perbadanan Putrajaya was established under Perbadanan Putrajaya 1995 Act 536 to manage and administer Federal Territory of Putrajaya. Perbadanan Putrajaya is also entrusted with a function as a local authorities and local planning authorities with various orders and functions such as Federal Territory of Putrajaya Order, modifications of Local Government Act 1976, Federal Territory of Putrajaya Order, Road Drainage and Building Renovation Order 1974, and Federal Territory of Putrajaya Order, modifications of Town and Country Planning 1976. And its vision is to be Putrajaya world-class sustainable administration system, and its mission is to leading urban management and development through dynamic and innovative governance. Next, I move to the functions of Perbadanan Putrajaya. The first one is to perform all local government functions in the Federal Territory of Putrajaya, to control and coordinate the activities held in Putrajaya, to encourage commercial development, infrastructure and residential development in Putrajaya, also to promote economic and social development in Putrajaya, and to symbolize harmonies between human being, development, and environment. This is the organization chart for the Environmental Lake and Wetland Division. I was supervised under the Environmental Management section by Encik Bata bin Mat Sharif. And this is the functions of Environmental Lake and Wetland Divisions. The first one is managing Putrajaya Lake and Wetland. Second is responsible for maintenance operations and activities on the Putrajaya Lake. Third, implement enforcement, monitoring, and environmental awareness program. Next, I'll move to the work scopes of Environmental Management section. The first one is environmental planning for all development proposal report applications such as EMP, EMR approval. Second is environmental monitoring on the planning and development, also operational stages, and environmental monitoring for the air, water, noise, and also telemetry monitoring. And the third one is environmental audits and enforcement on the pollution sources in Putrajaya and adjoining areas such as construction sites and business premises. And the last one is to promote environmental awareness and sustainable living practices through the distribution of pamphlet to the public. Next, I move to why I choose Perbadanan Putrajaya as my internship place is to learn and find out how the Perbadanan Putrajaya manage their environmental matters in the Federal Territory of Putrajaya, especially Putrajaya Lake and Wetland. Also, the personal objectives that I plan to achieve is to allow myself to relate theories that I have learned during classes at the university into practical aspects in the workplace, and to expose myself to the real world of the work, especially in the environmental field. Also, the last one, to improve my communication skills. And this is the task assigned during my internship, which are enforcement and monitoring during operational phase, scientific and biodiversity monitoring, enforcement and monitoring during construction phase, and environmental monitoring program. Next, I will move to the task based on the environmental management section. First one, environmental planning, which is the Putrajaya Environmental Management Guide as the guideline in use in Putrajaya. To understand the guideline of Putrajaya Environmental Management Guide, and the knowledge that I gain is to know the methods of environmental management in Putrajaya through the guidelines of the Putrajaya Environmental Management Guide. Next is the Environmental Management Report (EMR) as requirement for the environmental planning in Putrajaya, and this to review the Environmental Management Report (EMR) contained in the Medical Academic Building Development Proposal Resort and Proposal Report. And the knowledge that I gain is to understand the requirement for preparing an environmental management report in the development proposal report. Next, I'll move to the environmental monitoring task. The first one is the SCADA stations maintenance in Precinct 8 Putrajaya. The objective is to learn the maintenance methods of the SCADA station around the Putrajaya Lake. And the knowledge that I gain is that SCADA system is the only real-time system within 15 minutes time-lapse telemetry water quality monitoring system used in Putrajaya Lake throughout the Malaysia, and is also used solar energy. Next is the water quality monitoring around the Putrajaya Lake to do the water quality assessment and sampling for the 5 hotspot inlets around Precinct 2 and Precinct 3 to determine the lake water quality status monthly. And the knowledge that I gain is able to learn how to take water quality sampling method using random sampler and multi-parameter YSI zone, also strategies. Next is the World Water Day program held by the JBS at PC9 in conjunction to the objective is to conduct the water sampling at the Anak Sungai Gajah to determine the water quality at the river using several equipment, also through invertebrate sampling. And the knowledge that I gain is to learn how to use several equipment in assessing water quality such as random sampler, multi-parameter probe sound, and also strategies, also determine the water quality through the invertebrate sampling. Next is the night survey in Putrajaya wetland to identify the frog species found around the Putrajaya wetland, and the knowledge that I gain is to experience the situation during the night survey conducting the frog identification in the wetland. And there are 3 species found in the wetland, which is crab-eating frog, ornate mirror frog, and Asian grass frog. The third one is environmental audit and enforcement. First one is the environmental complaints inspection and Precinct 9. The objective is to study on how the enforcement operations on business premises help in Putrajaya health. And the knowledge that I gain is to experience the real situation when conducting enforcement operations on business premises. Next is the inspection due to the complaints of bungalow lot infrastructure development in project site area. The objective is to investigate the source of water overflowing into the residential area, and the knowledge that I gain is to experience the real situation during the inspection of complaints of bungalow lot infrastructure development at the project sites. Next is the environmental complex inspection at the PPAM 18R9 Dalu construction area, which is to study how the operations of noise pollution complaints at the Precinct 18 Putrajaya. And the knowledge that I gain is to experience the real situation while conducting the noise conservation operation in residential area. Also learn new knowledge on how to use the sound level meter that is used to measure and record the sound level during the noise pollution observation. Next and last one is the environmental audit of business premises in Putrajaya to ensure the business premises follow the rules and regulations during operating the store. And this objective is to experience the environmental enforcement operations at the business premises in Precinct 1, Precinct 8, and Precinct 15. And the knowledge that I gain is how to handle the unexpected situation during the operations, also experience the real situation conducting environmental audit operation at the business premises, and learn that one of the requirements that has been checked by the authority is conditions and installations of the oil, grease, and grit trap OGGT in the premises correctly without flowing the waste residue into the drainage system. Next, I'll move to the reflection. The valuable learning experience that I had during the internship is to learn how to do the preparations of investigation reports and complaints forms after the completion of the enforcement operation, as shown in the figure below. And next is to learn about the law and environment, and next is to learn about the law and government act used in Putrajaya for the purpose of enforcement involving environment. They use Akta Kerajaan Tempatan 69. Also, their own specified law, which is Undang-Undang Kecil, that specified for the business premises, also do in taking care of Putrajaya Lake. And the third one is the introduction of the SCADA, which is supervisory control and data execution for monitoring the water quality of Putrajaya Lake, and it is the real-time monitoring with the 15 minutes time lapse, and the only state that have their own real-time water quality monitoring. And I also have achieved my personal objective through the internship in Perbadanan Australia, which I can refine my communication skills. Also, I also can relate the theory that I learned at the university, which is the environmental law, and also able to expose myself in one of the environmental field as the environmental officer in the local authorities. For my conclusion, the positive and constructive suggestion for the improvement, I should have tried to be more confident, and also in every decisions that I taken, also try to speak more in my opinion when being asked for. And the suitability of the company of the Pemadana Pujaya as the future internship, I think is a very suitable places for the internship places, because we can learn a lot of things that involve the environmental works by the local authorities such as Pemadana Pujaya, because environmental lake and wetland division do mostly do a technical work where they will go to the site for almost every week for inspection, no matter in the business premises or construction site, or there is an event in the Putrajaya to manage to control the safety, also the environmental aspect of the of the environmental aspect of the wilayah Persekutuan Putrajaya. That's all from me. Thank you.